So a good friend of mine recently reached out asking what the best kind of starter miles and points credit card would be for somebody that's looking to get into the miles and points game and somebody that's really not familiar with this world whatsoever. And my mind immediately went to the Chase Sapphire Preferred as the absolute best beginner travel credit card that's easy to use, not overwhelming, and kind of one of those set it and forget it type of credit cards. So if you're looking for a reason to get into the miles and points game and have some of that aspirational travel using miles and points, let me give you 9 reasons why the Chase Sapphire Preferred is the absolute best starter travel credit card to get today. Let's get into it. So the first reason I'm going to recommend the Chase Sapphire Preferred over any other card is because of this current sign-up bonus that is elevated. Normally the Chase Sapphire Preferred has a 60,000 point sign-up bonus, but as of right now, as of recording this, it is at 75,000. So at a bare minimum, that is worth $750 of cash back that can be redeemed for actual money that can be put into any account or used to kind of pay off a statement, or it can be used for actual travel through the Chase travel portal at 1.25 cents per point, which means that it is worth at least $900 worth of travel for booking flights and booking hotels. And then if you transfer your points out to other transfer partners like Hyatt or Flying Blue or Air Canada, it can be worth much, much more, up to maybe $1,500, $2,250, or even $3,000, depending if you find the right transfer opportunity to maybe fly business class, which we have done on the channel before. And I'll leave some videos linked down below of how to actually redeem Chase credit card points for absolute maximum value, because I've gotten some insane value before from Chase points. Reason number 2 has to be the annual fee. Aside from the Built MasterCard, which is a $0 annual fee card that does not have a sign-up bonus, this one is a $95 fee annual fee card, which is on the very low end for a card that lets you transfer out your points to transfer partners for that aspirational travel. I know a lot of people look at American Express as kind of the king of travel credit cards, and for the most part, yeah, they have a great marketing scheme and they are known as a travel credit card, but the Chase Sapphire Preferred at $95 compared to $250 or even $700 of what Amex offers is an absolute game changer because it gives you everything that you would want out of a travel card at just $95. So that is definitely one of the biggest perks of how cheap it is on a yearly basis. Reason number 3 is going to be the spending multipliers. Now, the spending multipliers are how you actually accumulate points at a faster rate instead of just relying on the sign-up bonus. What I like about these spending categories is that they're relevant for pretty much everyday people on an everyday basis. The first one you're going to get is 3x on all dining. So if you go out on restaurants, spend $100, you're going to get 300 points in Chase Ultimate Reward points as an example. You also get 3x on streaming services, so I used to use this card because I now have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, but the Preferred card was my card that I used for about 3 years, but I did have it as my streaming service kind of credit card where I would just bill it every single month for things like Hulu and Spotify and Disney Plus in order to get 3x back on those streaming services. You also get 3x back on online groceries. Now again, this is only online, so you have to use something like Shipt or Instacart in order to really take advantage of this, but this does kind of correlate with another perk we're going to talk about later, so you do get 3x on all online groceries, which is something I tend to take advantage of. You also get 2x on any travel purchases, so if you book something directly with an airline or directly with a hotel, you get 2x back on that, but you do get 5x back on travel booked through the Chase Ultimate Reward portal, which for the most part does give you very competitive pricing, especially if you compare it to other travel portals like Expedia or even Google Flights. And then as a catch-all category card, you do get 1x on everything else, so if you do purchase something outside of these categories, you will be guaranteed at least 1 point per dollar spent, which is always great to see. So reason number 4 is where we start to actually offset that annual fee of $95. So one of the perks that you do get immediately by having the card is that Chase gives you a $50 hotel credit. So if you book a hotel only through the Chase travel portal, but if you book, let's say, a Hyatt stay that's $100, that means you'll get a $50 statement credit after you stay at the hotel or after you make that purchase. So that hotel actually only costs you $50. So that's where it starts to offset the annual fee. That means that you can offset your $95 annual fee by $50, which now brings it all the way down to $45 as an annual fee card for all the perks that you get, and we're not done yet. The 5th reason is that you also get a 10% annual bonus on your actual Chase Ultimate Reward points, excluding the actual sign-up bonus. So let's say during your normal spending throughout the year, you accumulate about 50,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points. That means that at the end of the year, you'll get a 10% bonus. So you'll get an additional 5,000 points just for earning more points on top of that. So that's always great to see. And those 5,000 points are enough to give you a one-night stay at a Hyatt hotel, because you can get some Hyatt hotel stays for 3,500 Chase Ultimate Reward points, which if you guys want to see how to do that, I'll link a video down below. Reason number 6 is going to be all about fees, which the Chase Sapphire Preferred has 0 of. So you have 0 transaction fees, which is awesome to see. So it's perfect that you can kind of remove that from your mind and have peace of mind that if you do bring this with you, let's say on an overseas trip, you can spend it normally. And the fact that it's a Visa, you know that it's going to be readily available and acceptable at pretty much 99.9% of merchants, as opposed to something like MasterCard, American Express. Especially American Express, you're going to find it kind of tough to see, especially mom and pop shops accepting American Express nowadays, especially overseas. But just rest assured that it has zero transaction fees, zero foreign transaction fees, which is great to have in an annual fee card like this one. And now I quickly want to touch about the transfer partners because in my opinion, the Chase Ultimate Reward Portal has the absolute best transfer partners that you can transfer your points out to in order to book the aspirational travel. So the best one obviously for me is going to be the Hyatt hotel stays, because Chase for the longest time was the only credit card company or the credit card portal that could allow you to transfer to Hyatt, and Hyatt is the last big chain hotel that does not have a dynamic reward chart. So if you look at Hilton and Marriott and IHG, the cost on a per point basis changes dynamically based on the actual dollar cost for that night. Versus on Hyatt, you do have peak and off-peak times and things like that, but you have a static reward chart. So you know that if, let's say, you have a category 1 hotel and it's off-peak times, that means no matter what, it'll be 3,500 Hyatt points, no matter if it's 99.9% full or 0% full. So that's always great to know. And same thing applies for their category 8 hotels. You know you're going to be spending 35,000 Hyatt points for something or for a room that'll cost you maybe $1,200 or $1,500 per night. So that's always a great perk to have. So I love staying at Hyatt hotels across the entire world because they give you the best redemption value overall. We also have some great flying partners like Air Canada, which we've booked before to fly United Polaris over to London. You also have Flying Blue, which we were able to book some KLM flights on business class, flying from Amsterdam back to JFK. So again, getting those business class flights, which can be $5,000, even $10,000 for a one-way ticket, now you're only spending something like 50,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points, giving you a 10x return on those Chase points, which is, again, something that is amazing to see. Reason number 8 is going to be the cherry on top here, right? Because not everybody is going to be taking advantage of these partnership perks that I'm going to talk about, but if you are somebody that already uses DoorDash or DashPass and you do already pay for their membership, then they do give you 1 year complimentary. You're basically getting a $96 coupon for a whole year of DoorDash DashPass. Now again, not a lot of people are paying for that, but it is a nice perk to have. So I wouldn't really consider it as offsetting the annual fee, because it's something that I personally would not have paid for after the fact. The only reason I'm using it is because I have this perk, so I wouldn't really use it to offset my annual fee. But it is nice to know that I'm basically getting a $100 gift card for DashPass that also on top of that saves me money on a per delivery basis. And then to coincide with that 3x category on online groceries, they do give you a 6-month complimentary pass to Instacart. So if you've never used Instacart before, I believe this is a $60 value. You can sign up for Instacart, get the membership for free for 6 months, see if it's even available in your area, because so not only do you get a free membership, but then you're also getting 3x back on those online grocery purchases, which you can see you can start to stack up these ways to earn and redeem these points. And then they also give you $15 per quarter to use that Instacart, so it's like a $15 gift card for online groceries already, so it's basically $15 worth of free groceries on a quarterly basis. And then reason number 9 has to be the fact that this is the easiest way to get into the Chase ecosystem and be able to then start to work on that beloved Chase trifecta, which includes a Chase Freedom Flex as well as a Chase Freedom Unlimited card. So that is a great way to kind of get started. The Chase Ultimate Reward Portal is my absolute favorite. It has the best transfer partners. It has great transfer bonuses from time to time. You can use points to buy Apple products directly from Apple. You can use the points to get cash back and use it to actually reduce your statement cost or literally get $750 in cash deposited into your checking account. So I love the Chase Ultimate Reward Portal. It gives you a lot of flexibility. It's easy to use. It's not overwhelming. It's easy for a beginner to kind of get into the world. The UI is great. So overall, I cannot recommend the Chase Ultimate Reward Portal and the Chase Sapphire Preferred enough. So if you guys do want to check it out, it'll be the first link in the description, and that definitely helps out the channel. So again, Pat, if you're watching this, this is the card that I'm going to recommend for you to really try out to see exactly if you do enjoy this points and miles world and you're able to redeem these points for not only that aspirational travel for overseas business class and some nice hotels, but maybe even for day-to-day domestic travel, right? For things that you can use kind of to offset costs to maybe fly across the country or fly to a family event so you don't have to pay cash on maybe like a July 4th weekend. But that's going to do it for this video, everybody. If you made it to the end, leave a little dolphin or credit card emoji in the comments down below so I know you made it to the end. And if you guys want to watch more videos like this one, click on one of these right here. And until next time, I'm Fernando, and I'm out of here, everybody. Peace. Definitely check out the Chase Sapphire Preferred while you still have the 75K sign-up bonus. And if not, the 60K sign-up bonus is still more than enough.